I'm not wearing my Emma necklace. Pretend I have my necklace on. Okay, so there isn't going to be an intro for this video either, as in my past video. This is a continuation of my last two videos because it's one big video just separated into parts. And a few things before we get into the actual video. Sorry it's taking me so long to get all of these up. It just takes a really long time to film like an hour-long video and get it below 30 minutes. Actually the second time I'm filming this, so I really apologize, but yeah. And one more thing, I did go to the Saturday night concert, and since that was such a big thing for me, that's gonna have its own separate video as well. Not sure when that will be up. But also in that video, there's a lot of stuff that I wanted to say in these series of videos. Hasn't gotten in there just because it's not as relevant that I want to mention. That's just going to be mentioned in like that Saturday night concert video. That's just gonna be my extra convention video, if that makes sense. Okay, so now we're going on to day 3, which was June 11th, and over a month since the convention. I still haven't got all these videos up. So we wake up around 6, I take a bath, I get ready, you know, the usual stuff. And I think we went downstairs at about 15 till 10, 20 till 10, something like that. It was like late 9 o'clock. I don't think I ate breakfast that day either. And I think we went into the vendor's room because I had been there like each day. I just never like got anything. I just looked around. Still had like $40 left, I believe, or something around there. I spent a lot of money, my gosh. I think I have like $9 left. Look at my $9, woo. Oh my gosh, they like sprayed all over my room. Okay, get my schedule, because like I said, it's been over a month. You need to freshen up on the numbering skills. Do full circle again, trying to decide if I want anything. They had a ton of cool shirts, and I like wanted all of them. Really cute. They had like beanies and backpacks, all this fun stuff, but I got 2 shirts. Okay, so this was the Captain Swan shirt I got, and it says everyone deserves a happy ending, and it has Emma and Killian. Emma's got a swan sort of silhouette beside her, and Killian's got a ship silhouette. And he's kind of got the once background. It's a really pretty shirt. Really like it. Worn it a lot. First shirt I got, the official Creation Entertainment 2017 convention tour shirt, pretty much. So it's got all the main guests they've had, not just at my convention, but like all the other stops or tour places, whatever. And then it has all of the tour places and dates on the back. Captain Floor. So after that, I go and line up to get into the theater grand ballroom thingy. So we line up, we wait, and then at 10 they let us in the thing, and they let gold members in the thing. I had the gold package, so I got to come in to the gold panel at 10, but the panel didn't start till 10:30, and the gold panel was with Rebecca Mader, Jamie Murray, and Victoria Smurfette, and if you don't know, that is Zelina, the Wicked Witch, the Black Fairy, and Cruella de Vil. So we get in there at 10, but the panel doesn't start till 10:30, but they just, you know, let everybody in early. Yeah. Anyways, come and like all the people that come in through this little door, which I heard was the kitchen area, they come through the door and then they go backstage. So I see them go backstage because, you know, everybody cheers when they see her. And all of them, all 3 of the hers, I just said her because I'm just thinking about Rebecca Wow. Later, after they're backstage, I hear Rebecca laugh and I start crying. I just hear her laugh, like, cause like I really, really like her laugh. I don't know how to explain that without sounding weird. And just to like hear it in person, yep, started crying, couldn't do anything about it. So, you know, shortly after they come out and the panel is hilarious. I don't really know how to explain it other than that. I'll probably insert in a few clips. Rid of hot evil coming out here. It is worth the extra bones for a gold ticket to meet Rebecca Mader, Victoria Smurfette, Jamie Murray. But like, I just really don't know how to explain it any more than like, it's hilarious, just hilarious. Victoria is a lot like her character. I don't know if that's intentional or what. She's a lot like her character. Jamie is somewhat like her character, but not a lot because she's so delightful. They're all so funny. I'm gonna stop rambling about the panel because there's nothing else to say. 11:50 was Welcome with Lee Ehrenberg, where he basically, you know, he's our host. He welcomes us to day 3 that's like less than 10 minutes long. Pretty great, everything's going smoothly. So usually when he does these little welcomes, he gives a bit of an introduction for the next panel, and in this case it was Rebecca. So like, you know, he's already given, yesterday he'd given Colin a big introduction, Lon a big introduction, talks about how amazing they are, and then they go, so blah, 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 saying the name. That was a nice, okay, but you get it. He says the name and they come out onto stage. For those of you who don't know, there was a bit of surprise at the Chicago convention during Rebecca's panel. So I'm gonna explain it to you and then show you part of the video clip. Okay, so Lee gives the introduction for Rebecca and he goes, Rebecca MADER! And then we're like, okay, cheer, cheer, come on Bex, let's go. And she doesn't come out. So we're like, okay, okay. At first it's not really seeming suspicious. And he goes, okay, let's try again. And right now it's kind of suspicious, but I'm still just kind of like, oh, it's nothing. And then he says Rebecca MADER again, and then apparently we all just started going, Bex, 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 Bex. It's really annoying, but anyways, we started chanting Bex. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna go see what's going on. And he goes backstage. And then I'm just kind of like, are they up to something? And the lights dim, and I'm like, okay, they're up to something. What is going on? So I'm like looking around, and you can actually hear me in the video. I go, what? And I think my first thought is she's gonna like come from like behind, swoop down the aisles or something. I don't know, like, you know, run down the aisles and like touch fans' hands. I don't know. That's what I thought. It's just the lights are dim. It's silent for a few seconds, and then all of a sudden you just hear. Actually, let me pull it up. And all of a sudden you just hear. Like those first two notes, and everyone went insane. I gasped, but it turned into a scream, and then it turned into a sob. Like, I didn't know what to do with myself. And then I just kind of cried through the whole thing.
She's one of God's gifts to all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful, the talented, Rebecca MADER! Let's try it one more time. Rebecca MADER! Alright, hold on you guys. Let me go see what's happening. Alright, hold on. 1 second, 1 second.
Future's looking more appealing. I'll smile all the while she's crying. Inside she's slowly dying, letting wicked always win. Oh, evil may be powerful, the wicked always win. But that's all history. Time they all understood. What they call green with envy, I just call looking good. Oh, I will fly into tomorrow, my sister full of sorrow. Evil may be powerful, the wicked always. Wait, why just revel in her demise when I can use it to my advantage? He should have chosen me.
But like, she didn't just sing it or sing part of it. She sang the whole thing. She danced. She got into it. It was amazing. Not out of the way. I'm sure I didn't put the whole thing in here, but it's all over social media. You can probably find it on YouTube. In fact, if I find a good quality one, I'll put a link. I think it's there. It might be there. Never can remember. Her panel starts, and Oh my goodness. I don't know when I have ever laughed harder. Getting to the point where it hurt when I laugh. I was laughing so much I was like crying too, because like people sang to her. They sang like a song from Wicked, and I love Wicked. I love Bex, and I was emotional, but I was also laughing so hard. Like she kept like taking a sip of water before answering a question, and it'd be like a funny question and she'd almost choke on her water. She like mentioned her Shih Tzu, which if you don't know, Bex and I have pretty much the same dog. She has a Shih Tzu, I have a Shih Tzu. They look exactly the same, have the same birthday, and they have similar names. That's just kind of relevant to the story. I don't really know how to explain, but Rebecca is so amazing, and I'm trying not to ramble on about how amazing she is.
I'm going to be really boring, and I'm going to stick with dogs. Because cats can walk. Aye. So I'm going to stick with dogs.
How do you go places without people saying, oh my god, it's Rebecca?
Always swallow before a question. The other day, last night, someone came up to me and she's like, I really hate to do this. And I'm like, she's like, do you know who that statue was? I think it's Abraham Lincoln. The other guy, I thought she was going to say, are you Rebecca Mader? What's on her name? Didn't recognize me. Gave her a resume, headshot, nothing. I'm going to go and see it, hopefully in October, about it. But if I ever meet you again after I've seen it, I will wrap it to you-know-what with you.
Make sure you bring tissues. Okay.
Also, yes. The floor's Rebecca Mader.
What? Everybody down!
Rebecca Mader just got covered in cuteness. Meeting people that are that excited to talk to me! I love the energy of people like you. It's really funny that people get excited to meet me because I'm just little old me.
I was the one who cried last year while meeting you, so.
Well, that's it. There you go. Tears, even better. Mom, I made it. People cry when they meet me.
I know you're not coming back next season, so we want to do something for you. We're about to hijack your fandom. If anyone knows this song, please sing with us. I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun. Say if I've been changed for the better, but because I knew you. I have been changed for good.
Thank you. Thanks for making me cry. That was beautiful. Red hair, blue eyes. Really funny. Really humble. I'm gonna have to say my husband. Because we have the mostest fun when it's just being him. We have a lot of fun. We're like, do you want to do this? Yeah. Should we watch this? Yeah. Like every idea is the best idea we've ever had. We're such twins. We're joined at the hip. So I'm gonna say my bang, my boo. Thank you.
Anyways, after Bex's panel, there is Karen David's panel, which is Princess. Wow. There's a panel with Karen David, who is Princess Jasmine. That was from 12:55 to 1:40. I left Karen's panel about 15 minutes early to go upstairs to freshen up for my Rebecca photo op, because the panel ended, Karen's panel ended at 1:40 and I had to be at my Rebecca photo op at 1:45. So I left that kind of early. Karen is absolutely sweet and wonderful and hilarious. Anyways, I go upstairs, I freshen up, go into the elevator and go to the floor I have to be on for Rebecca's photo op. I think I also was like texting with my mom to meet me. I think my internet friend Ella, if you don't know, you can go back to day 2, I talk about her more. she was at the convention. I think she got there around that time, so I think my mom was talking with Ella's mom, and then she was gonna meet me downstairs for Rebecca's photo op. We go through the line. I forgot to mention, in Bex's panel, I looked to the side, like where they were asking questions, and standing by the door, there stood Mark. If you don't know who Mark is Bex's husband, and I always see him at conventions with her, but I was just like, he's real too, wow, okay. Anyways, I stared at Mark, and then he saw me staring at him, and he just like turned and looked at me. He was like recording Bex or something, and he turned, when he saw me staring, I think he was just scanning the room, but he did saw me staring at him. While we're in line for Bex's photo ops, I see Mark is actually standing out there, and people are getting pictures with him. And I didn't go up at that time because, one, I was still just a little bit nervous for Bex, and I didn't want to worry him because he was already getting tons of photos. And I'm good at first, like I'm actually good, but I see her like, she's like doing all these special poses, she's like kissing people's cheeks and hugging people and doing all these like really cool poses, and like I said, photo ops are like 10 seconds, but you know, they're like a really good slow 10 seconds if you soak it all in. Rebecca was actually making it way more than 10 seconds. Like, I think like it was like more, I don't really know how to explain, but she was making it a lot longer for everybody. She was really giving them their money's worth. I think, well, really everybody gave me my money's worth. I'm not saying no one, not everybody did, but she, you know what I'm saying? She's really trying to make it a special experience for everyone. Then it gets to the girl before me, actually. I need to tell you this. I'm really just really enjoying watching Bex take photos with fans. I'm just smiling like an absolute idiot watching her like do this. So the girl in front of me is actually hyperventilating and crying, and Bex sees her and walks to her and pulls her to her and is like, it's okay, just breathe, just breathe. Rebecca literally like is like hugging the girl, calming her down. She takes off the girl's glasses, breathes on them, cleans her glasses, and goes, do you want your glasses on in the picture? And she's like nods and puts them on her, and then like does the picture with her. And that was like a good minute. She like actually took the time to calm her down, and I'm just like, I love you even more. Like seeing that in person and just like hearing her say breathe, just breathe, like I can still hear her saying breathe, just breathe, like she's amazing, oh my gosh. And I didn't really know what to say to her. I was just gonna be like hug and leave, and for some reason I was taking all my photo ops really fast. So, you know, crying girl leaves. So I was trying to go really fast for some reason, I think, because all the photo ops are so fast. I don't know why. And also because she was taking so much time with everyone. So, especially because the girl in front of me just took a whole good, you know, minute. I don't really know why, but I was going fast. So I've just now recently found the words to explain what she did. She slowed me down. I was going really fast and she slowed me down and was like, it's okay, take your time. She didn't say that, but that's now what I'm realizing is what she was doing. I just kind of walked up to her and go like, can I hug you? And then she's just like, I don't know what she did, but she was like, okay, really, she was really a lot big sister-like. That's like, I don't know how to explain it, but that's kind of how it felt. She was really big sister-like, which is kind of ironic that I'm using that phrase for it. She nods and smiles and goes like, of course, or yes, or something, and then she like looks at me and then hugs me, and oh my goodness. And then after she hugs me, we get the picture. I was gonna look up at her, I was gonna tell her she was amazing. So I'm like starting to walk away, and I'm like about to tell her she's amazing. So get that look. Okay, I'm walking away. I've hugged her and I'm leaving, right? And I'm about to tell her she's amazing. But I don't even get like 2 steps away and she's ready for this. I don't think you're ready for this. I really don't think you're ready for this unless you've already heard about it. Grabs my wrists, pulls me back, pulls me to her, so we're kind of still hugging, and she looks down at me and I just go, you're amazing. And then she goes like, I don't really know if she said anything in between there. I was like in a trance. I really don't know what happened. She might have said like thank you, or she might have been like you're amazing. I don't really know what she said. She said something in there. But then, you ready? If it couldn't get better, she goes, we could be sisters. And you know how I mentioned the kind of big sister thing, like how that's like, it felt like she was like my big sister, like, and then she said that, and then I was like, after she hugged me, I was fine, but when she pulled me back, I was not fine. So then I walk a few steps, and then I just start sobbing, and then I think my mom filmed me.
Who did you just meet? And what did I say?
She grabbed my hand.
Aww. Tell me about her.
She grabbed my hands and I told her she was amazing, and then she said we could be sisters.
Oh. She said she could be sisters. Oh. You could.
She grabbed my wrist. Are you excited to meet her? That I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna go into too much detail about. There's a lot I want to say about it, but it's not really related to the convention, so I might do it in that extra video that I talked about. Pretty much after Rebecca's photo op, there was a gap between when I left Rebecca's photo op and 2:30. So we walk upstairs, like the main level lobby. So we went onto the like lobby level and went like walking to the restroom because we didn't want to go all the way back up to our room because I needed to calm down because I couldn't stop crying. So while I'm like crying and like we're trying to go to the bathroom, we see my internet friend Ella and her mom. I stop crying and then I go to the bathroom and stop crying, and then I come out. And I was going to tell you a lot about this, but it's going to take too long to take too much of the video anyways. We basically hang out with my friend Ella and her mom for a while. At this time it's like past 2:30, so we're like, okay, let's just go watch the end of Beverly Elliott's panel. So we're walking that way, and then I see Mark again, and I'm just like, okay, this is probably going to be my last opportunity to get a picture. I need to get a picture with Mark. I think we just kind of decided, let's get a picture, and I was like, because I still need a picture with Mark, and it'd be cool to get it with Ella because she's my friend, you know. So we go up to Mark kind of shyly. He finishes getting a picture with someone, and then I'm just kind of like, hi, can we get a picture with you? Like really nervously, because I feel I haven't had to ask anyone to get a picture because you're paying for a photo op and you just kind of go up there and get a picture. I didn't have to ask anyone for a picture yet. Anyways, I go up there, and me and Ella go up there and like get on his sides, and he wraps his arms around us, and we get our picture. And like her mom takes some photos, my mom takes some photos, and then my mom thanks him for being there. And then we go and watch the end of Beverly Elliott's panel. I love Beverly Elliott. There was also Lee Arenberg's panel right after Beverly Elliott's, but since my phone was dead, I had my mom's phone. My mom didn't get to film, and I didn't get to film because I had my mom's phone. So luckily Ella recorded for me, and during the export to my computer, it got blurry somehow. But I'm just going to show you the one part. So I basically asked him what he thought the similarities were between his character in Pirates and his character in Once, and then he went on to this weird ramble and it got way beyond the question. But then in one part he went and then he turned and went, hello Poppet, which he's already said to me. That would be the 4th time. But he doesn't, you know, the real awesome voice. But that time he like popped his eyes out of his head and he was like terrifying. And my hand literally went to my heart. There's a gap, a really big gap in between 4 and 5. So I think in that time period we went to, I think I went to the restaurant in the hotel with Ella, her mom, and my mom, and we got like something to drink or something. And I am going to tell you about this one part because Ella got me presents and I want to show you the stuff that she got me. The first thing she gave me was in this little bag, and I opened it and there was these 2 bracelets that were in this little plastic thing. And if you don't know what these are, they're distance bracelets. You've probably seen like an ad for them somewhere. They're supposed to make you feel like more connected or something when you're far from someone, and like I said, Ella and I are internet friends and we live like a good 300 miles apart. So she has the other one that looks exactly like this, except all the white ones are black and there's a single white one instead of, you know, just basically the opposite of this one. And yeah, that was really amazing. Like I had no idea she was getting me presents, and that was like a really, really nice surprise. I don't know how to explain like how like grateful I am for it, and you might have already just seen this. But this is a playbill from The End of Longing, which is Jennifer Morrison's play she was in late May to the 1st of July. So pretty much this is why she couldn't be at my convention. She was coming to Chicago, but because of this play she ended up having to, you know, cancel. So anyways, trying to think of words. So anyways, Ella actually did get a chance to go and meet Jen, and she brought a playbill back for me, which was really amazing. And I don't know how to explain, but this is like one of the best gifts I've ever gotten, and I'm trying not to get all cheesy about it, but anyways, sat in that restaurant the entire time, and like we just talked, and like I had some like water or something. I don't know why that's relevant either. Ella, we go downstairs for me to pick up my Rebecca photo op, like the actual printed version, and we're coming down the escalator, and I saw these two girls looking at me, but I didn't really think anything about it, because half of the time I don't remember I'm on YouTube, and I don't really realize that people watch me, and I'm at a convention where possible people could come up to me and be like, hey, I watch your YouTube. And one of the girls comes up and is like, are you Margee? And I'm like, yeah. I really didn't think about them watching my YouTube, and then my mom goes, do you watch her YouTube? And the girl's like, yeah. Your name was Lillian. Hi, Lillian. So then her friend comes up, and her friend apparently also watched my YouTube, and she's like, but she watches it more. I bend down and get a picture with them, and then her mom comes up, and my mom starts explaining who I am, and then she's like, oh, I know who she is. And I'm like, wow, okay. And yeah, then I get another picture with Lillian, and oh, you guys were both so sweet, so thank you so much for coming up and saying hi. Final panel. So we come in a little bit early, and we watch the end of the auction. And then the final panel is Victoria Smurfette and Jamie Murray. Their panel was a bit mature content, I guess is what you could say. And it was really funny when everybody was asking Jamie questions and no one was asking Victoria questions. She'd be like, oh, another question for Jamie, and it was hilarious. Like I said, with the whole mature content thing, there was like a little girl that asked her, okay, so right when they finish like being mature, Victoria looked over to the next person that was asking a question. It was a little girl, and she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And then went and she actually picked up the girl, brought her on stage and sat her in her chair, and then at one point, and then in the middle of that conversation, she was like, now you're sitting in between Cruella de Vil and the Black Fairy. And then the little girl just kind of went. And also, this is huge. So Patrick Fisher, I believe, who played the old author in season 4. So he was over at Victoria's house, and she was texting him because he asked how to make the chicken she made or something. So then she told us how to make the chicken, and she told us what to say. And she like filmed us and sent us to Patrick. And then Patrick was like, what is that? And then she told it what it is, and he said, that's awesome. And I think she put the video on her Twitter, so if I can download the video, I'll put it on there. But
action. 3 hours of Dutch art.
That's how you make the chicken pat.
This was hectic because there was 4 autograph sessions going on. There was Victoria's and Rebecca's, which was in the theater. Those were just PDF files and hard tickets, and that wasn't like included for gold package. So those 2 autograph sessions were going on, and there was 2 more autograph sessions going on for gold members with Beverly and Jamie in the Michigan room, which is a separate room that you can get autographs in. So I had to, and you get called row by row for gold autographs. And I had an autograph with Rebecca, which they were calling for, but they were also calling for gold rows. So it was nowhere near my autograph number for Rebecca when Rogie, which was my row, went to the Michigan room to get autographs with Jamie and Beverly. But the thing is, you get in line, and the line, even though you're pretty close, it's still like a wait of like 45 minutes to an hour, depending how many people you're getting an autograph with. But you pass the time because you talk to oncers, it's all good. So I eventually get up to Jamie. Pretty much every autograph I got at the convention was personalized, so meaning they got to write my name to Jamie, and I don't remember exactly what I said. I was just like, hi, and she was like, she said, I'm not, okay, I'm gonna stop trying to do the accents, but she was like, hi, Margee, except she said, now is it Margee or is it Margee? And she's British, so cool. But it's also so freaky because I really hated the Black Fairy, and the Black Fairy just said my name. I was like, well, okay. So then I was like, it's Margee. Then she starts signing. I just wanted to say that I absolutely despised your character, but you're absolutely delightful in real life. So good job. I think that's what I said. She like laughed and like said something about being really terrible or awful or something. Jamie's autograph, it says to Margee, heart, Jamie M. And there's a little X. I don't know. Well, then she thanked me, and then she gave it back to me, and then I slide over into Beverly Elliott's line, who is Granny. So I get up to her, and I was like, hi, and she was like, hi, and I was like, I don't know what I said, but I was like, I just wanted to say my mom absolutely loves you now. And she was like, does she? And I was like, yes, you have an amazing voice. And she was like, oh, thank you. And then I was like, she really loved your Janis Joplin last night. And then there was a kind of awkward pause, and then she was like, handed it back to me, and I was like, thank you. But I also didn't mention that while I was in that line, I started to have a panic attack. Okay, so while I was waiting in Jamie and Beverly's line, I started to freak out because my phone dead. My phone was dead and my mom was holding my place in Rebecca's autograph line. And I was so scared I was gonna miss it. But, okay, so earlier in the day, so during the autograph session, I was so nervous I was gonna miss my Rebecca autograph because my phone was dead and my mom was holding my place in line for Rebecca's autograph. And I think my dad actually came and told me and checked on me because my phone, gonna brag on Creation and Entertainment. Everybody says how bad Creation and Entertainment is, but honestly they're one of the best convention organizations, I guess, compared to like Rogue Events or something like that, because I've heard pretty bad things about Rogue Events, but Creation and Entertainment is really, really good. So they let my dad come in and talk to me, and then I was telling him how I was nervous I was going to miss my Rebecca autograph, and a member interferes behind us and was like, if we need to pull you from here, we'll pull you from here and take you to Rebecca's. They'll come let us know if we need to. I was like, that took relief off, that took some stress off of me. I could get all the autographs peacefully and then be able to go to Rebecca. Now, while we're bragging about Creation and Entertainment, after I left those autographs, I came back into the theater and was ready to get in line for my Rebecca autograph. I couldn't find my mom, wow, and she was holding my place in line. So I was like, oh shoot, what if she's in there? So I just really, this is how comfortable I felt with the Creation staff. I went up to them and literally asked, hey, I don't know, my mom was holding my place in line, can I peek my head in and see if she's in here? And they were like, sure. So they just stood by me and let me look through the curtain. I got to see Rebecca. My mom wasn't in there. I found her at the end of the line eventually. Honestly, I don't know what was better, the photo op or the autograph. So my mom came with me because Rebecca is her favorite cast member. Picture, I was gonna have her autograph, and I hand it to the lady. She's like, ooh, this is such a good picture. And then we slide it down and it's eventually my turn, and I'm like, hi, and she goes, hi, and she goes, is it Margee or is it Margee? And I go, it's actually Margee. Margee repeats it, says it right in her beautiful accent. She starts signing and I said, kind of random, but I just wanted to tell you that our dogs look exactly alike, have the same birthday, and have similar names. And she goes, shut up, twinning, and you know, like she does. And then I go, yeah, and then she goes, Shizu, and I'm like, yes. And she goes, what's yours name? And I'm like, Beauty Bell, and I was like, Bella, referring to her dog. And she's like, oh, that's great. And then my mom turns and is like, I just want to say something because I'm the parent, or she said something like that, and Bex turned to her. And I'm glad my mom said all of this because I like couldn't explain to Bex like how inspiring she was and stuff to me. So then my mom goes on and tells her how inspiring she was, all this, how inspiring she was just even to my mom, how she cried in her panel, how I cried in her panel, how just a big inspiration what she was, and all of that. And then Bex has tears in her eyes and Bex is crying, then like I'm about to cry, and then like I don't want to cry in front of Rebecca Mader, so I start reaching for my autograph, and she grabs my hand and she squeezes it for a good, like, I don't even know how many seconds, but a good amount of time, and then she was just like, you're adorable, and then she goes, and I love your hair color, because you know it's pretty similar. So then I walk out sobbing, and we go and like just kind of stand by the Starbucks that's in the hotel, cry a little bit because they had freaking sad music playing at Starbucks. But anyway, we walk into more lounge area that's in the lobby, and we wait for Ella so I can say goodbye to Ella. In the process, I see Jackie and I hug Jackie and say bye to Jackie, and Jackie's crying, so then I'm crying again, and Jackie leaves and I wait for Ella, who is my internet friend, I will say again. So I see Ella and I hug her goodbye. We actually have like 3 goodbye hugs because we kept talking and taking pictures and planning on meeting again. But anyways, eventually we both hug one more time and we both part ways, and she leaves and I leave, and apparently both, when we turned around, we both just started sobbing.
Tell me your secrets and ask me your questions. Oh, let's go back to the start. Running in circles.
We went upstairs and I cried for a little bit, and then we went and ate pizza at the pizza place, at the Italian place that we ate before we ate Friday night. But apparently, according to according to one of the cast members or something, Colin bought all the cast members and all the volunteers pizza from deep dish Chicago pizza from the restaurant that we went to on Friday night. So we went there again that night and we got deep dish pizza because Colin ate it. Most of the cast ate it. I had to eat it. So yeah, that's pretty much it, other than the extra stuff that I'm going to be telling you in a different video. And, okay, I'm just about to try not to get emotional. So this was just a really good experience, not just because of the cast people, but just because of all the people there, all the fans, all my friends. It was just amazing. And I usually really hate this quote, and I wasn't living this quote purposely. It just kind of happened. This quote, I usually hate it to bits, but I love it at this moment. Don't be sad it's over, be happy it happened, and I'm so incredibly happy it happened. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a little bit of update on me and Ella. So it's currently, what, July 9th? No, July 18th. Ella and I are reuniting in 2 days on Thursday, July the 20th. So just a little update. I'm excited. That's the only thing keeping me not crying right now. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching these 3 sets of videos. Don't forget to leave a like, it'll be greatly appreciated. If you want, you can subscribe to ThatStrawberryBlonde down below for more fangirly videos of me. I do Once Upon a Time, Star Wars, Hunger Games, Supernatural, Stranger Things, plus more, because I can never remember all of my fandoms. All my social medias are linked in the description box down below. If you maybe want to see more videos of me, I'm on a collab channel called 7 Ouat Addicts that will also be linked in the description box down below. If you have any questions about conventions or anything like that, I will gladly probably do a convention guide thing or answer those questions for you. So comment those down below if you have any more questions about my experience, because I probably left out something. But yeah, again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video whenever that's up. Bye, YouTube!